Welcome back to Budget Beauty. I am Lindsay Beatty. I am the creative force and the face behind Budget Beauty, and this is our weekly episode where we do our makeup in anticipation of some type of event, or we're going somewhere, or we're just doing makeup. But it's a weekly look for our long form main series content. So this week, we were supposed to go to Charlotte, but then I changed my mind because I didn't feel like driving, and I was like, and we kind of have to do something with our kitchen sink possibly, and so I was like, let me find out before I go traveling and doing all this. Let me find out if I need to spend money on that. So I am still gonna go buy makeup today, but um I wanted to stay close to home, so here we are. So we're going to do our makeup today, and we are going to go out. But I'm not going to do a road trip and beauty episode probably until maybe April. Maybe sometime in April, because that's about how long it's going to take me to be able to go again. So today we're going to do purple. Something with purple, and we're gonna go out and buy some makeup. So I will be doing a beauty haul, and I will be doing a buying and trying at some point, possibly. So we'll see. So because we're gonna go to a couple of places today. So let's get started. So we're gonna start with doing the eyes first, and while that is drying, I will put on my primer for my face. So for the eyes, we're going to start with the Ultimate Shadow and Liner Primer from NYX. I'm using the translucent one, the light shade today, because I'm going to be wearing a deeper color, and so I kind of want to hold that color, but I don't want to deepen the color by wearing a dark. So we'll go ahead and put this on. So, we are going to go to Ulta, and I'm going to go to Sephora. I don't want to go to Sephora, but the thing that I was going to Charlotte for, I am going to get out of Sephora. So, so I can try it. And I'm going to get some more Danessa Myricks stuff. I'm going to try the Yummy Skin Balm Blurring Powder, because I've been eyeing it and I want to try it. And so we're going to do that. And I need to get some more of the Sephora face primer, because as I talked about in the Date Night Doll Up episode that I just filmed, I am running out of it. So I need to get some more of that. It's very good, and it's the Sephora House brand, and it's pretty good. So I really like the Sephora House brand stuff. I just don't like Sephora. So there is that. I just don't like going in Sephora. I always have a weird experience when I go in Sephora. But the trade-off is when I go to that specific Sephora, there's a Bath and Body Works next door. And Bath and Body Works is having a sale right now. So we're going to go in there also. All right. So while I'm waiting on my eyes to dry, we're going to use the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Set It Up Primer. I know that's very hard to see, but that's what that is. I can't really, trying to show y'all. Okay, there it is. I had to hit it at the right angle. But that's what that is. So it's the ColourPop face primer. Really like this face primer. I'm on probably my third tube of it. I just enjoy the ColourPop primer a lot. And ColourPop is by far the most used thing in my kit. I have the most products from ColourPop. It's affordable. It works really well for me, and I get great results. just great results. But it is affordable, so very, very affordable. Pigmentation in their products is very good too. I'm gonna put a little bit more on, just a little bit, because I feel like I didn't get enough in certain areas. So like I say, today will be a purple day. That's why I'm wearing purple hair scarf and purple sweater, short sleeve sweater, because it is like 75 degrees outside today. So I am going to decide I was going to wear some capris, which I cannot wear to work apparently. I learned it the hard way. Senior manager came up to me and was like, so about that. She's like, you look really cute today. You do. But you can't wear capris. I'm like, are you serious? Like, are we serious right now? Yes. So, can't wear capris to work. So now I wear them when I'm out in the street, testing to see, is it dry. I think my eyes are in fact dry. I say it's very quick drying eyeshadow primer, so that NYX is, and so pretty sure my eye is dry. It's kind of tacky feeling over here, but because that's the side that I finished with, and over here this is like dry. All right, so waiting for this to settle down on my skin. My skin feels really soft with this on, so yeah, I think it's probably fine. All right, so let's talk about eye stuff. So we're gonna go into the starting with the eye shadow and all. We're gonna cut the crease. I am going to use this. I've used it before and it actually got pretty decent results. This is the Ulta Beauty gel eyeliner. It's out the Ulta Beauty collection. This is in the shade Iris Blooms. So it's purple. It's a decent little pencil. I do like this. I think it's got a sharpener. I think I'm looking to see, is that a sharpener at the end? I don't think it's a sharpener. Now that I'm looking at this. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't think it's got a sharpener, but so once this is done, I think is how this is gonna work. But it looks like it would go up, so maybe not. All right, so gonna do it. Go ahead and put it on. It's barely there, barely there. So y'all can see it. I can see it on camera, so you should be able to see it too. And this, I know what's gonna happen here is that it's gonna blend in with my eye makeup, and so I'm okay with that because I'm also wearing a purple that matches this. So okay. So trying to really get. Okay. Okay. So all right. So crease is cut. And like I say, we're going to come in with something else. I don't think I'm going to do a pinup lash line. I don't think I'm going to do that because I want to wear mascara. So, I think we're just going to do full all the way down. All right. So for the eyeshadow, we're going to do two different ones. Three different ones. We're going to do two actual eyeshadows and one topper. So for the two eyeshadows, because I've very seldom used this and I've very seldom used this. So this is the Billion Dollar Beauty shimmer eyeshadow stick. I got it from Marshall's. This is in the shade Plum, so it's a little bit deeper purple, but it's fine. And then we're also gonna use the Maybelline Color Tattoo 24-hour eye stick, and this is in the shade. It's got a weird color name. I Am Fearless, but it's a like a lilac. So see, it really matches. It matches this sweater better than it matches this. This is a purple also, but it's a different shade of purple. So we're gonna use this. So I'm trying to think because I think this one has a shimmer in it. So I think I want to start with this one, but it also has a shimmer in it. So now that I'm thinking about it, let me see if that has a shimmer. Yeah, both of them have a shimmer. All right, so it doesn't really matter which one we start with. All right, we'll start with the Billion Dollar Beauty. Okay, so we're gonna start with Billion Dollar Beauty, and I like to do this across like this. It's a deeper purple than that crease cut, but it's fine. Okay. I mean, this purple is gorgeous. It's a very deep purple, like almost a brown, like a brown bronze purple, if that makes any sense. So you can see it on my eye. I mean, it shows up, but it's almost bronze. All right, so then we're gonna put it on the other eye very quickly. Get her across. I like these sticks, these Billion Dollar Beauty sticks. They are very creamy. They go on very well, very easily. I start getting color immediately as soon as I start swiping. So, and I feel like I get immediate color payoff, and the color is great. Okay, so that's what the Billion Dollar Beauty is doing. Then I'm going with this Maybelline. I really like these too. These are good. I have several shades of this. And see, this really blends in with that, so it's really not doing too much different, but it's got a little bit of a different color. Okay. Like I said, this has got a little bit of shimmer to it. Okay. So yeah, we're very purple right now. All right, so then let's go in with our topper, because I mean that the eye is done, but let's go in with the topper. Now the topper is going to be Danessa Myricks. Y'all already know where this is going, or you should. We're going to use the Danessa Myricks Color Fix Sticks. This is the shade Meteorite, and this is going to be like a foil. It's a crystal glazed foil, and you have to, as soon as I put this on, I need to manipulate it and do it as soon as I put it on before it dries down, because once it dries down, it ain't moving. So, all right, here goes. I mean, that is gorgeous, but she dries very quickly. And so, I mean, if you ain't prepared, you're gonna get it on there, and then it's gonna be stuck where it is, and it ain't moving until you go to take it off, and then you got to use something to take it off. Okay, that's really pretty. Melinda Melrose said, "He's a damn galaxy in these things." This is really pretty. Trying not to go above my crease cut, but I'm trying to get it on my eye. Okay. Yep. And that is, there she goes. So yeah, I really like how that turned out. That is really, really pretty. So, and it goes, that topper goes back in here. This is the shade Draco. This is Color Fix Stick number 8. I will look to see if they have any more of them, if they're carrying more in Sephora, because I bought it in Sephora, because that's where she is. All right. And it is pretty, I mean, it's already probably dried. And I have it on my eyes, so it's an iridescent, like, if I move, you can see it. It moves with me. So, all right, let's do these lashes. All right, for the lashes, we're going to go in with the Essence Volume Booster Lash Primer. Let's see if I can't get my lashes. Get my lashes ready. Okay, so that's one eye ready to go. Okay, and then go ahead with the other eye. There'd be so much on this that I don't need to dip back into the bottle to get this going on both eyes. I'm trying to get this little tiny bit. Okay. Trying to have a look, see if I got it all. It's got it spread out on these lashes. Okay. All right. So that's done. So what we're going to do is we're going to let that dry a little bit, as we're supposed to do. That's the directions. So you're supposed to kind of let it dry for like maybe a minute or so. You're not supposed to immediately put the mascara on, but I do, and you're not supposed to. All right, so let's let that dry a minute. Now for the face, I can talk about the face while I'm waiting on that to dry, because we're gonna come back in and finish that, and then do the face. Were you gonna use the TIRTIR Mask Fit All Cover Cushion for the foundation today? I really like this. I really, really like it. It is really good. I'm impressed with TIRTIR. Fixing to go buy some TIRTIR blush too. So, and we're gonna use the TIRTIR concealer. So while I'm waiting, I'm gonna go ahead and put my concealer on, because I can. And this is the TIRTIR Glide and Hide concealer in the shade 43N Deep Cocoa. It is also the same shade as the Mask Fit cushion. Very, very pleased. Actually, this is not 43N Deep Cocoa. I'm sorry. This is 8 point. I have to look and see. But it's the companion one that goes very well with the 43N Deep Cocoa. Let me look, see. I will in just a second. Once I get this on. So the under eye, you're gonna use this bottom part with the wand, the doe foot applicator. And then when you want to do spot, you use the top that looks like a bullet lipstick. So let me do that, because I have some spots. I'm gonna do it right there, right there. Do it on this on this here, on that hyperpigmentation. And as you can see, this matches me pretty well and works as a good concealer. I'm very impressed with this concealer too. Alright. The hyperpigmentation is clearing up. I'm seeing results. I use toner and I use my live tinted hyperpigmentation stick in conjunction with a good cleanse. And even when I'm doing lazy skincare, I still do a good wipe down and try to get my skin pretty clean just for doing lazy skincare. All right, this is this is shade 8.7N is this. So really, really impressed with this Tear. Y'all know I love me some Tear. All right, so I have let this dry a little bit. So let's go ahead and do our mascara. So we are going to go in with the Sephora Size Up. That's this. And I just want to wear this. I think I'm just going to wear this today. So let's get her going. All right. Gotta get that root to tip. I'm very impressed with the Sephora Size Up. I like this, all of this Sephora mascara. I really do. I'm looking in the 2X side of my Barbie mirror here. So I can get a little closer on my eyelashes. And then just the 1X magnification. I've been very, very impressed with the Sephora mascaras. I have at least 2, and they are very good. Very, very good. Okay. Now we're going to do the other eye. Try not to blink while we have this wand near our eye. Because whenever I blink and I have this near my eye, I'm going to include it in my eye, and that would be bad. So, we do not want to do that. I have more than once done that to myself. This is also a new tube. I bought it a couple of weeks ago in a beauty haul. It's whenever I went in Sephora last. So maybe a couple of months ago. But I just really just opened it maybe a couple of weeks ago. Because I've been using other mascaras. Okay. I really like that Size Up. The Size Up is great. I am actually going to use, I think I'm going to use the Extensionist. This is the L'Oreal Extensionist. I'm going to use a little bit of it. Just a tad. Let's really get them lashes popping. Using some of the excess off this bottle. All right. Okay. I really like the Extensionist also. The Extensionist does a great job of really lifting and giving that false lash effect. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. So now let's fool with the face because we're done with the eyes, except for the under eye. All right. We need to probably blend out this first. We need to blend this out first. This is the Morphe angled concealer. I learned you need to blend this first if you're going to use that cushion. Put this on and blend first, because when you do this, you're patting. You're doing the patting of getting it in there, and I don't want to have to come back and try to blend that. So you need to blend first. I tend to do my foundation first and then put my foundation on concealer and then blend the foundation out and then do the concealer, blend it into the foundation. But in this case, I learned, I was like, nope, you got to do that first. All right. So yes, it does look a little crazy, but it's fine. All right. So this is the this is the Morphe 130 M132 angled concealer brush. Fantastic brush. Y'all see that quick blend, very, very quick. Matter of fact, let's go ahead blend. Let me go ahead blend this out too while I'm thinking about it. So what's going to happen is I'm not really blending when I put that foundation on. I'm doing foundation with a cushion. Okay, let's do that. But we just let it sit for just a second. Okay, all right. Now we're going in with Tear. This is in the shade 43N Deep Cocoa. All right. Pad. It's the cushion, the actual cushion. And then you get the cushion in here. So I found if I do like this to get it on, get that on there, and then start. We're getting this on my face. It's really like you're setting your face with foundation, because this is how I set my face. As y'all have seen me do, I use a pyramid puff to set my face with powder. And this puts a nice thin layer. Now sometimes, because I'm not doing this right, but sometimes I do like to go in and use a brush after just to clean up a little bit. But the goal here is you're not supposed to need to do that. So I'm aware I am not doing it correctly. If I feel that I need to do that. That means your girl's not doing something right. But we'll get better at it as we go here. I feel like I don't have the proper amount up here. Okay. I want to get over there on that little spot. Okay. I don't find that it's faster, but it is a little bit cleaner, I guess. But perfect match for my skin. It looks natural. Gotta blend that. put some on my eyebrow and did not blend that part. And then saw it. Okay. All right. So that's done. And I like how that turned out. That turned out real nice. I am gonna, so of course, like I say, I didn't do this entirely correct. So let's come down here a little bit. And now I do still like using the liquid. The liquid is fine. The Tier liquid. It's a dewy finish though. It's not necessarily a matte. And I like that because this is a matte finish. I prefer a matte finish. Okay. Perfect. That is good. All right. Love that Tier and how that finishes. That looks clean and solid and matte. All right. Now, I don't have Tier blush, but we're going to use the Live Tinted liquid, and then we're going to set with some powder. Haven't decided on what powder yet. I have the Live Tinted powder, but I'm working on that one. All right, so this is the Live Tinted Blush Crush Hue Glow Blush Crush in the shade Magnetic. I did not want a super pinky pink, so today. And this is a very subtle blush. So it's buildable though. All right, let me get my brush for this. Okay. All right, this is the M204 from Morphe Blush Brush Liquid Cream Blush Highlighter Brush. See, that's a very subtle, and I like that. It's not too much. And I can control the intensity of it. I mean, I control it anyway, but I can control that intensity very easily with just a couple of little dots. Pretty. All right. Then, let me get my powder brush. Or do I already have it out? I already got the powder brush out. All right, good deal. Okay, so liquid blush is on. We're not doing contour. So then I want to powder my face down and set it. So still hadn't made a decision. I guess Wet n Wild. Let's do the Wet n Wild. I'm actually gonna use Wet n Wild loose setting powder. I used Bare Focus yesterday, so let's do Wet n Wild setting. Ooh, it's already a lot in there. Holy crap. That's a problem. There's a lot in here already. All right. So that's this. It's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Loose Setting Powder in Banana. So I'm going to use this very sparingly because what it's going to do is brighten my face up. And I don't necessarily want to be brighter than I am. This is the perfect shade. So let's not be entirely too bright. Let me put that back. All right. We're going to take a very sparing amount. Let's get some of the excess off of there. Got to diffuse it down. And we're going to sit. Let's see. Like I say, this will brighten, but we don't want to brighten too much. I want to brighten, but not a ton. Because then it looks crazy, and it looks like I am entirely too bright. Now, this does pretty good about not being too bright, even though it's a banana color. would like to find this in my actual shade. That would be great. Okay. Okay. So we seem to be good. Now that don't look weird. Alright. I really like this loose setting powder. It's very good. I've always had great success with it. Alright. Now, we've done that. Putting it back in my kit. Alright. Now, let's talk about... Let's see, what did I do with my kabuki brush? I'm trying to find my kabuki brush I can clean up a little bit. Because this got everywhere. It got everywhere in here. Alright, next. Let's do this under eye real fast. Okay. This is the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. It's in the shade Intense Black, I think. Ultra Black. Something black. So, okay. All right. That's one eye. Gonna do the other. Okay. All right, so that's the under eye done. And then we're going to do lips. We're ready for lips now. Actually, I am going to put a little bit more blush on. Just a little bit, some powder blush. But as y'all can see, that blush came through still. It's very subtle. I also didn't use a ton of setting powder on it. But we are going to do some powder blush. This is the NYX Buttermelt Blush in the shade number 8, Getting Butter. Oh, crap, I dropped it. Oh, I dropped it. I dropped it. I got it. It's over here. My husband is in here with me. Gonna have him come get it. All right, I got it. Yeah, I dropped it. Butterfingers. Because I sure did drop that. All right, that's what that shade looks like. You don't need a lot of this. You just need a little bit of it. And it is very pigmented. So you just need a little bit. See? A little bit. Ooh, that's almost too much. Crap. It's almost too much. I put a little bit too much on over there. So now we got to add over here. I'm gonna look a little crazy. Just a little crazy. Looks a little crazy. That's not what I was trying to do there. Let's do a little swiping up. Okay. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is actually, I know the way to bring that back down. Yeah, I used just a little bit too much on this side. Just a tad. Yeah, let's do this. This is my e.l.f. Kabuki brush. I use it very sparingly, but for times like these when I screw up and I put too much of some powder or something on, I use it because it works really well with tamping that down. But we can pat her down with some powder and that will take it down a little bit. Okay. All right. That looks pretty good without being too much. Okay. I'm thinking, how do I want to do that? How do I want to approach that? I think that's enough, and I think that's not too crazy amount of blush. I'm fine with that. All right. I'm all right with that. So, yeah, it looks okay. Once I kind of mitigated it. All right. So now we're ready for lips. All right. So we're going to use Mr. Soft Pencil Senior to line the lips. Because I want a soft outline. Nothing too crazy. All right, so that's my black outline. And then we're going to go in for the lipstick. We're going to use the She Glam liquid lipstick. This is in the shade Crimson. So this is like a deep red. Should be a deep red. If not, we can make it deeper. Okay. All right. So, yes, this is a deep red. I always forget whether or not this one is the weird odd red or is it the deep red. And this is like almost a burgundy. Almost. All right. This is the completed look. We're going to set and then we are finished. Gonna sit with I guess we'll sit with L'Oreal Infallible 3-second setting mist. Now these lips are quick drying too, so and it will dry down to a matte. This is it's a matte liquid lipstick. Just doesn't say it on there, but I know that's what it is when I bought it. So, all right, let's set her down. My eye. That's probably some. Okay. All right. Here goes. Have to let that moment pass there for a minute before I open my eyes. But my face is set. It is very set. It was very set last night. I used it for a date night doll up to set my face, and my makeup did not move until I absolutely took it off. Oh, and my eyeshadow did not want to come off at all. Um, Now it was probably the pencil that I used. I used the About Face shadow stick, um, and I used some She Glam Crystal Jelly Glaze. Uh, their Starlight Silver Crystal Jelly Glaze stick on my eye, and that set. Once that set, that was set. It wasn't going anywhere, and it did not. I'm pleased to report it did not. It did not, and I had a time wiping it off with makeup remover wipe. So yeah, it was. Whew, I got my money's worth out of that. The eye look turned out nice. So go look at our post. I have a picture up, and I will right now on Saturday. I have a picture up, and I will have the video up. I just have to edit. So for the jewelries, I'll be wearing my martini glass earrings. So yeah. Okay. But I like how this turned out. This is in fact a new wig also. Uh, as I explained yesterday in the date night doll up, I wore it for the first time yesterday. This hair is fire. I love it. This wig is fantastic. It has beautiful waves and curls to it. I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous. And it's a side part, so the parts like goes right here. But it is absolutely beautiful. I wore it with a hair flower last night, and it was really pretty. So very, 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 very pleased with this. My actual hair is growing back in the back where I shaved it off because I shaved off the back of my head completely. So it's now growing back. It is growing back as fast as my husband's when I shaved it. And I shaved mine about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago at this point. It is back. Like I have fuzz. So I have a lot of fuzz. But this is the hair and this is the look. We are complete. But yeah, really, really pleased with this hair. It's very very vintage waves. So yeah, I think I will buy this one again. I saved the little insert that comes with it so I can remember what it's called. But yeah, I very impressed with this wig. I really like this one. It's very cute. It's like a poodle almost. Poodle fur. But or like Lady from Lady and the Tramp. Is what it reminds me of actually. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the completed look. We are done. So I want to thank you for watching. Come back in and watch more of our videos later. We are up to 6 series and we have content every week. We got something going on. So we will be back next weekend. We are going to the Cherry Blossom Festival in Irmo, and so we are trying to get makeup together for that. I will be definitely getting my makeup ready for that. Trying to think. Because I'm going to do my makeup, and that will be the makeup for the main series episode. And then after that, we don't have anything coming up except for anniversary stuff. Probably not doing anything for Easter this year. We determined earlier that we are not doing anything for Easter because husband has to work. So I'm not doing any Easter photos. I'm not going out for dinner for Easter. None of that. Excuse me. So yeah, we're not doing anything special for Easter. But our wedding anniversary is April 15th. So we are doing something. We're gonna be doing our photos the week before, and then the weekend after, because our wedding anniversary is on a Wednesday this year, and I have a work conference that I am attending. I'm attending it virtually, so I have to work, so I couldn't take the time off. So we are we're gonna be during that week. We're gonna be working and doing stuff, but um, I may actually do my makeup that day of, just to do like a special episode. And then that weekend after is when we're going to be taking our trip and we're going to be doing anniversary activities. But we are going to shoot our photos the weekend before, like I say, because it's in the middle of the week, so we won't have time to shoot photos. But we will that weekend before. So yeah, we will have something the weekend after also. But the weekend before is when we'll have our anniversary stuff. So that'll probably be our main episode that weekend before also. So we'll see. So come back and watch our videos later. Hit the bells for likes and subscription. Subscribe to us. And let me know in the comments what you think. We'll see you later. Peace.